Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Ashley and today is gonna be just a nice, relaxing fall day in the life. I have a cinnamon roll recipe that I really wanna make. I'm doing like a twist on a typical cinnamon roll that I usually would make from scratch, and I'm gonna be using my sourdough starter because I have been working on a sourdough starter for months now, and I've been using it here and there, and I'm just learning new recipes along the way. So this is gonna be the first time that I'm gonna make a sourdough cinnamon roll, but I'm also gonna be filling it with pumpkin spice seasonings instead of the typical like cinnamon sugar seasoning. So I thought I would just go ahead and share the recipe and how they turn out with you guys in case you want to make them at home as well. And then of course I'm going to be doing all the things around the house. If you guys look over to my kitchen, it's a hot mess right now. Like, I really need to clean the kitchen, but before I get to do anything, I've got to get the dough mixed up and rising. That way it'll be ready in time for tonight. I'm planning on having the cinnamon rolls as dessert as long as I can get them done in time. If not, they will be for breakfast tomorrow, but I'm excited to make them and try them out. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started on our dough. We're just gonna quickly clear off this space so I can get to baking. I actually made the sourdough banana bread muffins yesterday in my vlog. If you guys watched my previous vlog, I made these yesterday, and you guys, we only have 3 left. They were a huge hit.
I want someone like you to stand by me always, and I dream of a man like you, warm and tender every single day.
So to make this dough, you're going to heat up the milk, sugar, and butter in a saucepan on low heat, just enough for them to melt together, and then you want to remove it from the stove top. And then in my mixer, I'm going to be mixing my sourdough starter, salt, 2 eggs, and my 2 cups of flour. And I will be mixing that on a medium to low speed for 4 to 5 minutes.
To the flames. Time flies, yet there's butterflies in my palms and in my eyes. Now echoes from the other night gossip about our delight. What if we would join our forces? What a bliss. You make me understand this place in a whole different way. You make me wanna live this life to the fullest.
So the dough is now kneading together for 4 to 5 minutes. I made sure to let my milk and butter mixture cool down because you don't want it to kill your active yeast inside of your sourdough starter. I'm hoping I gave my starter enough time to really become super active because it was only about 3.5 hours since I fed it. I know they recommend like 4 to 5, 6 hours. But I did have lots of bubbles at the surface, so fingers crossed my starter was ready to be used. Got this little cutie, hoping something's gonna fall on the ground. You're so cute. You're so cute, buddy. After it's been resting for 5 minutes, I went ahead and added another 1/3 cup of flour, mixed it together for a few minutes, and then we're gonna lay it out and knead it before rolling it into a ball and setting it inside of the bowl to rise.
All your million faces and all your million mistakes.
I think I'll get you. That'd be right.
Oh, no. Don't put your dinosaur up here, okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. Oh my. Mommy.
Totally forgot to hit record, but I put a little bit of avocado oil, greased the bowl, rolled it around in there, got it greased up. Now we're gonna cover it, and what I like to do to help it rise a little bit faster because it is so cold in our house is I actually turn the light on in the oven and just set it in there. That way the light will heat it up a little bit and help it rise. Now it is time to clean up this messy kitchen. Ethan is playing with this Play-Doh, but we're gonna get everything else cleaned up. I always try to clean as I go, especially when it's a recipe where you have a little downtime and you don't have to do anything. I love to tidy up the kitchen because I find it super frustrating and overwhelming feeling to have a dirty kitchen while I'm cooking. So I really do try to keep it tidy, even though, sometimes it's not possible, and that's totally fine. But when you have the opportunity, take the couple extra minutes, wipe down the countertops, clear away the clutter, and it will definitely help things run so much smoother. But now that the kitchen is tidied up, I'm gonna quickly switch over some laundry because I had tons of laundry to get done this day too. Where is Ethan? Where is he? Boo! Ready for your nap, honey?
I love you.
I love you. Just finished cooking up some food. I've been so busy. I had to edit my entire vlog for tomorrow for you guys, which you will already have seen, but I just finished editing that. I'm uploading it right now and prepping me some food. That way I have some easy, healthy lunches to go to throughout the week and the weekend and stuff. That way I just stay on track. But I'll show you guys really quick what I made. So I just cooked up some ground beef and I put some mushrooms and onions in there, some basic white rice, and then I also made, whoa, that was wet. And I also made some steamed broccoli. I'm just gonna mix it all together and then throw a little bit of this sriracha mayo on top. I'm about to make this right now because I am starving. I've just been eating like little snacks throughout the morning because I was trying to get that video done, but now I'm ready for a good meal. And there is my super quick and easy, delicious, healthy meal. I definitely overcooked the broccoli because I forgot about it when I was editing, but I am ready to eat this now. And I do have rice all at the bottom. I don't know where the time has gone today, but it is already 1:30. I need to go ahead and get dinner started because I am making a casserole tonight. I have mentioned to you guys the theme this week is casseroles, and I found this creamy Dijon chicken casserole that looks really tasty. So in order to make it, I need to have some shredded chicken and some cooked bacon. So I just put the chicken into the Instapot. You guys know how to do this if you've been watching for a while. You just throw in frozen chicken breast with about a cup of water and you pressure cook for 18 minutes, quick release, and then I shred it with my mixer. So I'm gonna do that really quick. Also cook up some bacon and then we will be ready to put the casserole together. I probably won't be able to bake it right now, and plus my dough is still in the oven rising, which I'm kind of worried. I went ahead and pulled off the saran wrap and just put a towel over the top of it, trying to see if maybe that'll help get it to rise. But I'm kind of worried that my sourdough starter wasn't fully ready and active, but that's okay. We're just gonna roll with it. We're gonna see how they turn out, but I'm gonna let it continue to rise. Maybe I will knead it and everything once I get back from getting Adrian. That way I can give it a little extra time to see if it'll perk up. Came to get Ethan up from his nap and he like peed through his pull-up, so now I have to pull his bedding off. I had to change him, all of that, and then I need to rush back downstairs and start putting together this casserole so I have time. It's already 2:10, so I only have about 30 minutes or so until I need to get going, so I need to hurry.
I will be with you until I stop breathing. I will keep loving you as long as my heart's beating. Oh, hold me close. Promise you won't let go. I'm nothing without you. I don't know what I would do without you. You are the one I choose. I wanna grow old with you. I'm nothing without you. I don't know what I would do without you. Even though years have gone by, I'm still in love with the way that you smile. And when I look in your eyes, I know that I will be with you.
Potatoes are shredded. That was an arm workout. This casserole was seriously so good. I know when it's all mixed together, it doesn't look super appetizing, but do not sleep on this recipe, you guys. It is so delicious. But to get started, I went ahead and shredded some potatoes. You can also use frozen hash browns to make your life easier, which I will do in the future because I have the wrong shredder. I need to get like one that has bigger holes because mine ended up being way too small. It was almost like mashed potatoes when I got done, but even though it was like more mushed up, it was so delicious, you guys, so good. But first things first, after you shred the potatoes up, you're gonna go ahead and in a saucepan over medium heat, you're gonna add in, it calls for ghee, but I didn't have any, so I just used butter and minced garlic, and you're gonna cook that down until it becomes nice and fragrant. And then after that, you're gonna go ahead and add in your cream of coconut and let that simmer together. You're also gonna add in some, it says arrowroot. I did not have any arrowroot, so instead I just used some flour, and I feel like it turned out just as good. And then also all of the seasonings, which are going to be the thyme, parsley, and rosemary, salt and pepper. So good. So you just want to mix that really well. I ended up using my handheld mixer just to get the chunks out of the coconut cream. And then of course, without this, it would not be a creamy Dijon chicken casserole. So of course I had to also add in the Dijon mustard. And you guys, this was so flavorful and good. So once you mix up this sauce, you're gonna set it aside, and then inside of your dish, on top of your potatoes, you're gonna go ahead and add in the chicken breast that I cooked up and shredded already. So you're gonna add that on there. You're gonna crumble up your bacon pieces, add that as well. And then about 2 crowns worth of broccoli florets, or about 2 cups. And then your sliced mushrooms and 1 diced onion, which I did forget the onions in this recipe. So don't forget the onions, but even though I didn't add them, it still turned out so good. And then you're gonna top it with that delicious sauce, and you're gonna bake it in the oven at 400 degrees for roughly about an hour. And you guys, I'm telling you, this was so good. The entire family ate it and they said it was delicious. So definitely give this one a try. I thought it was so flavorful and good. This will definitely be going in my recipe book.
When you entered the room, and when the light hit your face, we were just kids, but I knew.
And there is the aftermath of all of the cooking today. Thankfully, the kids are about to get home and do their chore, but I just got a package. I'm gonna open this up super quick. We literally have 2 minutes before we have to leave and get Adrian, but I'm gonna go ahead and open this up and show you guys what I got. I am so excited. I ordered some stuff for my cleaning videos and stuff, so I did order a swivel grout brush. I've heard good things about this, especially to help dust your baseboards and of course clean your grout. So super excited about that. There is my alarm, so we have to get ready to go. And on the same lines of the grout, I got this grout pen because I've also heard good things. I went ahead and got it in light gray just because our grout, I'm pretty sure, was initially light gray, but now it's dark gray. So I wanted to use this to help freshen up our grout. I also ordered the High Life portable garment steamer because I have a handheld steamer, but it's for like baseboards and stuff like that. It's not so easy to use on garments. So I got this one because my husband has a few shirts that I've tried literally everything under the sun, like throwing it into the dryer, trying to like refresh it, nothing works on the material. So I'm gonna try this, and I bought some like wrinkle release spray. So I'm hoping if I use that plus the steamer, I'll be able to get the wrinkles out. I'll let you guys know once I try it out. And then I also ordered, this is something that's gonna go with what I'm getting tomorrow. It's not coming in yet, but I ordered this Healthier Home Everyday wall cleaner, and I bought that big wall brush that has like the extendable arm to use because I've heard you can use this cleaner and the wall brush on flat paint. I am not hopeful because flat paint comes off so easy if you wipe it, but that's what the reviews say. That's what this product says. So I'm gonna test it out, and plus I wanna let you guys know as well, and especially on my cleaning channel, in case, you know, other people are looking for something to help clean their flat paint. And who knows, like if you're renting and you can't paint your walls and you wanna clean them, who knows, maybe this might be a solution. I'll let you guys know. So if you aren't following me on my cleaning channel, check that out as well. I am Ashley Forbes on my cleaning channel. And of course, I always have it linked down in my description. But you guys, I'm seriously out of breath, rushing around like a crazy person. So we gotta get going. Adrian had costume day at school today, looking cute in her Halloween costume. It's time to go ahead and preheat the oven to 400, and then we're gonna bake the casserole for an hour. And you guys, look at my dough. It did not rise like hardly any, but I mean, I'm sure they're still gonna taste good. They're probably just not gonna be really big cinnamon rolls and like fluffy. They'll probably be a bit more dense, but I'm still gonna go ahead and make them. We're gonna see how they turn out. I found a tasty looking pumpkin pie filling to go on the inside, so we're gonna make that to go inside of it. But first, we're gonna go ahead, knead this, roll it out, and then we'll make the filling to go on it.
Secondhand, I felt a bit forgotten. Not your plan, but now the days of silence outgrow the fun things we have done. But tell me, do you wanna carry on?
So for the filling, we're just gonna use a half a cup of pumpkin puree, a tablespoon of pumpkin spice seasoning, and then also a 1/3 cup of sugar.
Till we're older, put your head on my shoulder, and let's enjoy the ride. When we started, our wishes aligned. We were like yin and yang combined. Now the tables have turned. Can we live and unlearn? You tell me. Plants don't grow without water, and they cave when it's cold. We could go till we're older. Put your head on my shoulder.
As soon as I started rolling this, I immediately realized there was a problem. You guys, this was so runny. I loved the idea of using pumpkin puree and all of the seasonings, but in reality, this was a mess. Like, I was getting pretty frustrated and worried that they weren't gonna have any flavor, but you know what? It was already on there. We were just gonna roll with it and just see what happened. And typically what I like to do with my cinnamon rolls is do a really delicious bottom butter mixture. So it's usually butter, brown sugar, and a little bit of cinnamon, and I will put it at the bottom of the pan. That way when my cinnamon rolls are done, they're super good and gooey. But since I had this pumpkin puree recipe, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead, add the pumpkin puree in there and pumpkin spice seasoning with butter, and I layered the bottom in that, and so they don't stick. So I went ahead and did that, especially because I was so worried that these rolls weren't gonna have enough flavoring in the middle, which they weren't super flavorful. I definitely think that a dry rub in the middle is the way to go. So future me will not be making these again, but I definitely think that the filling was a great idea to either top your cinnamon rolls with or use it as a bottom layer, because it was really good. It had a great taste. It just wasn't a good inside filling for the cinnamon rolls.
The brightest sky I have ever seen, the most colorful one.
All right, you guys, these are the messiest cinnamon rolls I have ever made. This was very frustrating. I do not recommend using this filling because it was such a mess. It made it even harder to cut them. I have no idea how they're gonna turn out. Let's hope they will at least taste good and be worth all of the headache, because I literally had a mess everywhere. So I'm gonna let these rise for a few hours. I'm gonna cover it in some saran wrap, and then we will bake them for dessert later. It smells so good. Hopefully it tastes just as good as it smells. It was a hit, like I said, and then as soon as we got done eating, it was time for football practice. So we left to go to practice, and then the kids begged me to take them to the park. So of course we made a quick trip to the park, but it did start raining. Decided to make a quick trip to the park. Is it fun? Not with it. Are you ready? We'll go this way. Yeah. Well, they have been sitting here for a couple hours. They have not risen, but we're gonna bake them. We're gonna see how they turn out while these are cooking in the oven at 375 for 20 to 25 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and make the icing that's gonna go on top.
Running smooth, I've been made for you. And when no one is listening, I confess, I let you in on everything, even the fact that
They smell so good, but I can tell they're gonna be very dense. Hopefully they taste good. I'm gonna let them cool down, and then we're gonna try them out. The frosting though is definitely delicious. It is much later now. We went to football, the park, had the cinnamon rolls, which were a hit. They turned out really delicious, even though they were very dense. I'm thinking that's just because my starter was not fully ready, but nonetheless, the recipe turned out really good. I don't think I will ever do that filling again though, because it was so messy. I think it's a great filling to put at the bottom of the pan. That way when you like scoop your cinnamon roll out, you can have like all that gooey goodness. But to go in the middle of the cinnamon roll was not a good idea. So not doing that again. Next time I'll just do like the typical like brown sugar or regular sugar with pumpkin spice seasoning. and call it a day because that was a mess. But I hope you guys enjoyed spending the day with me and making all of the goodies. If you did, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. It really helps out my channel. And if you're new here, I would love for you to subscribe and join my YouTube family. I do upload every single Monday and Friday, tons of motherhood content, and I would love to have you here. But I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye.